will hate this poem so much that I even hated it myself. But I had to write it. I couldn't just pretend that all he did was make great music. And yeah, that was great music. And you got to love his music. And man, was he a dancer. Then there's the whispers about his bedtime manners. I couldn't believe it. The truth hit me like a sledgehammer. Don't nobody say nothing bad about him. If you do, you're a mean, sick, cruel person. You need to be jumped right now. He just died. Give him a break. Well, how much of a break would you take if it was your son who met with a hero and left in confusion? He was a musical genius. How could you say that? Ike Turner was a musical genius too. But how many would line up the gates and never stop beating you, man? I wonder how much would it cost to beat you senseless and keep you quiet? 2,000 for a black eye or lost virtue and silence. What is the price of innocence? Man, don't say that. That's messed up. Do you hate this poem enough to let your child be treated well? How much does it cost for your child to be touched? People was yelling, leave him alone. That's just wrong. We love his songs. But would you leave him alone with your son? What if it was a little girl and it was her screams that were ignored or just fall off? How much did the pain of your child cost? And I didn't have to mention his name to feel the shame of these things, because it was strange to see him change. Because you can play dumb if you want to, but I won't ever send my little boy to Neverland to be greeted by the ghost of a man holding guess what in his hand. And Bean will be playing in the background, and in between you hear the distinct sounds of ooh, ah! Hate this poem that much more. But you will help the kids not want to leave. There will be a playground, room for toys, some for girls, but plenty for boys. And eventually some will come in. And I know what they will be thinking, that this is one sick poem. Yes, it is sick. It is one sick poem, just like the topic it was written about. Because he was the legend, undisputed, greatest entertainer. I even know the words to a lot of his songs. Because even at the world premiere, despite not having cable or album or TV, we were able to catch it. It's him on Friday night videos. Everybody wanted to be like him. Everybody had a different jacket but me. Everybody could moonwalk but me. Everyone liked his music, including me. I remember thinking, I bet he can fight. He bad. Well, I was a kid. Then there's the him that we learned about as we got older. The him who kept getting lighter and lighter. He went from Afro to Jerry Curl to Super Perm. So don't try to convince me to learn to support him culturally. He didn't look like no brother to me. He literally abandoned his ethnicity. When he got rich, he got sick of being a black man. He was so ashamed of his own melanin that he became a girl. And don't get me wrong, I have no problem with his sexual orientation. It was the age of the dates he was taking. Because he was losing and confusing me. While the music he made was moving me, every time they found charges on him, I felt like they were pursuing me. And it really hurt when I read the testimony. How can this be? How much of his private parts that kid see to describe him so specifically? Seems like an open and shut case to me. And this was in 1993. Beat It will get a whole new meaning if you read. But just imagine this was your kid, and the perpetrator wasn't too far or too rich for you to get. And this time people listened and didn't just wish you would just shut up. They would just say that nobody pays $15 million for nothing. So settlement means settle down and take this money and be quiet. Thank you.